Welcome to another video, the three branches of government. First one is the legislative branch. This is what they do. The legislative branch's main job is to make the laws. Congress, Senate, and House of Representatives writes, discusses, and votes on bills, which can become laws. If a president vetoes a law, the Congress can check that president's power by overriding that veto. The House of Representatives can impeach or accuse the president of committing a crime. The Senate can put the people who are impeached on trial. Now let's do this. Legislative branch. This is a big diagram I made. First, it's the legislative branch. The legislative branch is split into House of Representatives and Senate. The House of Representatives has 435 members. The Senate has 100 senators. The House of Representatives has 2-year terms, while the Senate has 6-year terms. Both of them are unlimited terms, which means that you can run as many times as you want. Next, let's go down to the next branch of government, the executive branch. Some facts about the executive branch. The president is the leader of the executive branch. The president gets a 4-year term with 1 chance for re-election. Next one. The president has its own cabinet. It includes the vice president and 15 executive departments. The departments are agriculture, commerce, defense, education, energy, health and human services, homeland security, housing and urban development, interior, labor, state, transportation, treasury, veterans affairs, and justice. The president enforces laws, commands the military, and makes treaties with other nations. The president appoints justices to the Supreme Court. The Senate must approve these appointments. Here's another diagram I made. It says, here's the president in the middle, the president, important guy or woman. President runs the executive branch. The president has its own cabinet. The president makes treaties. The president commands the military. The president appoints Supreme Court justices. The president makes executive orders. The president has up to 2 terms, each 4 years. The president has to enforce laws, and the president runs the executive branch, which I probably said. Next branch, the last one. The judicial branch, or however you pronounce it. Note, the Supreme Court is the leader of the judicial branch. A Supreme Court justice serves for life. The leader of the Supreme Court is the Chief Justice. Supreme Court justices are appointed by the President. There are 3 levels of courts. The first is District Court. The second is the Court of Appeals, and the highest court is the Supreme Court. Some judicial branch tasks are review treaties to see if they are constitutional or not, keep checks on other branches, review executive orders, Here's another diagram I made. This is the Supreme Court, and this is what the Supreme Court does. The Supreme Court does about 100 cases a year, has 9 members, job is for life. Check executive orders to see if they are constitutional. President appoints justices. Supreme Court keeps checks on the other branches. Supreme Court is the highest court in the country. There's nothing higher. So if you appeal in the Supreme Court, well, you can't. And the last diagram is this. The Supreme Court, which is nice and big because it's the biggest court, best court, and most powerful court. The Court of Appeals, second, and the District Court is third, all the way down there. And a little smaller. Well, I guess that's it. I will see you guys later. Sayonara.